Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Wanted to do another quick little garden update. This is the summer garden update now that we've officially entered the summer solstice. I know I did a video the other day. It was very hard to hear me. I think it was very hard to hear me because I was talking quite low and it was raining a bit and the tree frogs were extremely loud. You can hear them again tonight. The sun is setting now. You can see the sun is setting and they come out at nighttime, so they're already making noise, but I don't think they're quite as loud as they were the other night. So yeah, I actually filmed this video earlier in the day, but I don't know, I didn't quite like how it turned out. I felt like I was repeating a lot of things that I had said in the previous video, and I just wanted to make it a little bit shorter, but I've done some changes to the garden, simple stuff. I cleaned up here yesterday because I had guests over, and I've set up the table like all magical. This is what I've been doing. This was my whole dream, to make this, because my apartment is quite small. My dream was to make this outdoor space like an outdoor living space, right? So I've just been trying to make it step by step, make it as comfortable as possible. Got some new plants here that I planted around the stone circle. Aren't they gorgeous? They're called celosia, and they remind me of little flames. See, this one's like a reddish pink. That's my cat Noah. That is like an orange one. They're just adorable. I've had them before and I really, really like them. So we've surrounded the circle with them. This is beautiful, this plant in the back here. I don't know the name of it, but it's got like these little flowers that come out and they kind of look like shrimp's tails because they grow kind of longer. Here's a little lily, pink anthurium, which I think it's losing its color maybe because it's gotten a lot of sun. It's supposed to be a very reddish pink, but anyway, they're happy. Um, yeah, the um, nasturtiums that I did throw down here are starting to pop back up and take root. The heliconia looks absolutely gorgeous. I almost took this plant out of my garden when I started this garden. I'm so glad my dad convinced me to keep it. I've still got one or two roses, but it is getting kind of hot for them. I had to string this guy back up because he fell. Yeah. So I got some new plants. The geranium that was in this pot, it was root bound. It had grown too big, so I took it out and I broke off some branches to start a new one. And I also planted this gumfrenia, and I planted in a couple places. And I love these little flowers, these little purple um, pom-poms. Saturnarium, I think you had these in your garden too. I can't remember from your video. Let me know. I've got some, I think this is eggplant here. I'm not sure. This is something. But these are okra plants here. And I planted in these little pots. This is some thyme. And these are some chives. So I've got thyme, I've got chives, tomatoes, cucumbers, more gumfrenia in that pot back there. Now I took the snapdragons that were in here out because they had pretty much come to the end, and I planted all zinnias. So I've got orange, red, and rose colored zinnias, and I'm so freaking excited for them to all bloom. I also bought some cosmos. I really love cosmos. I've never planted them before, maybe once, and it didn't quite do what I expected it to do. So I don't know if I've planted them too far apart, too close together. We'll see what happens, but I really like them. So you can see I've kind of really streamlined my colors for the summer. And we're going for all oranges, reds, and then like little pops of purple. So got some more purple here. Little pops of purple, little pops of pink, and like odd colors like that. This rock garden looks really beautiful too. I'm really enjoying it. I moved this Buddha head up here and it looks so serene, right? I love it. Hibiscus flower. It's just happy. This flower here is so beautiful. I don't know what it's called. The Coleus is rich. Everything is doing its thing. Even my alamander looks like it's gonna start flowering soon. Roses look like they're coming back. I transplanted my paddle plant, put it in this pot. Isn't it adorable? I love it. And I'm painting this pot for a friend. So that's a work in progress. This is honeysuckle here, and I cut this back. It's like a wild honeysuckle vine. And this is some jasmine. I love jasmine. It smells amazing. But look at this plant. I bought this just a couple days ago, and I am obsessed with it. I don't know if you can really see the color. It's called purslane. I thought it was a type of portulaca, which are like succulent, you know. It's a succulent. So these are really drought resistant, really, really heat tolerant, can live almost anywhere. And I don't know if the color is showing up, but they're like orange and like a reddish pink, pinkish red. And they're just like little pom-poms. Absolutely adorable. I love them. I'm actually thinking about going back and getting another color, but I just need to relax. I'm doing the most. Yeah, I'm obsessed. That's like my new favorite plant ever. So that is that. Oh, I meant to point out, did I say this in my last video? I don't know, but I created a path here. I used to have a path in my garden a long time ago. A couple years ago, I took them out and put these stone circles, which I painted the moon phases on. And I ran it like that for a couple seasons, but switched it up again, and I quite like it. I'm going to have to repaint these stones, these stepping stones, but I just like having some sort of decorative points that so I can walk through. I'm really, really happy with how it's turning out, guys. It's so relaxing. So I had some friends over last night, and I had my table set up, and we're just sitting out here, just chilling, enjoying a glass, enjoying a little beverage, having a little, burn, and burning some candles and stuff. And I did some tarot readings, and I've been loving doing my tarot readings out here in the evening and in the morning. So this is a deck that I got. It was on my wish list, my curiosity list for quite a while. I really enjoy her work, Beth Silonen. She is the artist that created the Guardian Tarot, which I'm quite interested in, but I don't know. It seems maybe a bit too repetitive, some of the images. But I think the same thing can be said for this one. I just really connect with these birds, and I'm not somebody that's normally like a really bird person, although we used to have parrots and we used to have lovebirds. We used to have cockatiels and lovebirds. So I've always liked parrots. And sitting out here, I have a lot of bird activity in my yard. Right now, it's, the sun is setting, so they're like gone to sleep or whatever. But in the morning especially, I've got just so many birds coming out, and even I've got like a crane that comes and visits my dad's garden every night, and he flies over my garden. All different sorts of birds, kiskadee, starlings, sparrows, a lot of birds, okay? So this deck, even though it's called the Dream Raven Tarot, to me it's just a bird energy deck, right? And the birds are very like, they could be seen as anything, right? Any type of bird. Not specifically a raven is what I mean. But I love the colors. I love the expressions on the birds, on their faces. And I really enjoy using this deck outside in my garden. I feel like I get these beautiful messages as if they're being delivered to me from, you know, by nature, through the voices of these birds. I love this card, Nine of Pentacles. I just really enjoy the colors. This is my type of vibe in terms of colors, watercolors, just the style and everything. When I draw, like, I'm not this good, but I feel like my drawings are kind of like this. Ten of Pentacles. It's really lovely. Some of the cards take a little bit of a different take, but that's the fun of it, right? And it gives me very fiery energy. It's like fire and air. Well, it's fire, air, and earth. To be honest, it's quite balanced because something about it feels watery as well. But I do really enjoy the suit of wands in this deck because all the birds are just like beautiful oranges and yellows and purples, and it's very much like how I combine colors. Page of Wands, look at that. So you notice a theme. It's like I'm really trying to, I told you guys I've been really trying to tap more back into fire, sun energy, and it's been working. I've been spending a lot of time in the sun, you guys. You haven't seen my face on camera, but I'm a lot browner, a lot darker than I've been in a long time because I've just been enjoying the sun, spending time outside, spending time in my garden, spending time at the beach, and I'm really excited to bring this fire into my garden. We're in Cancer season now, but pretty soon it will be Leo season. I love this death card. Isn't it beautiful? It feels like very Egyptian to me, like, I don't know, some like Egyptian god, bird god. Three of Wands. Temperance. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this deck. I haven't had it for that long. So the reason I got it was because a friend of mine was coming back from the UK, and she was bringing some stuff back for the girls. It's actually my partner's cousin. The twins' dad. His cousin. So she's coming back from the UK. So she was like, do you need anything? And I was like, well, maybe I should just, I was like, this will be an opportunity to just get a cheap deck off Amazon and not have to pay shipping or duty, So I did that. I sent this to her because I was curious about it, and I wanted more like earthy decks, like more, I wanted like a nice like animal deck, and this type of energy, this type of like bird energy I don't have, this raven energy. So yeah, I sent it to her. She brought it back for me. I've been working with it for maybe a month, I want to say. I can't say too much about the guidebook because I haven't read it too much. Just every now and again, I've looked in at to see their how they interpret the card. But I'm like where I'm at in my tarot journey, I don't like to overwhelm myself sometimes by other people's um, viewpoints. Like, when I connect with a deck, when I'm first connecting with the deck, I guess I like to make my own associations, just work with it and create my own associations. So I'm saying that to say I may or may not read the guidebook. Um, but I'm not one of those people to go and just, work with a deck and read the guidebook right away. Like, yeah, no, it's more likely that I'll read it later. Not my favorite Hierophant, but it's cool too. It reminds me of like the dove in the church, right? This Three of Swords is cool. Yeah, I like the energy of this deck. It's a nice alternative to Rider-Waite-Smith. The cards are very big. It would be nice to trim it. I don't know how to do that. I've never done that before. So it's not something I'll do anytime soon. I love this Devil card. Amazing. Look at the pentacle in his eye. Like, look. Just like the red around him. Feels very like root chakra. Primal energy. Hanged Man. This Hangman's pretty cool. At some point I may do a video on like all the decks I've been using for the garden. But I love this Lover's card too. But right now, this is my favorite garden deck. Like if I'm looking for to sit on the garden, this is the one that, and pull a couple cards. This is the one that kind of comes with me. But for daily draws, I like it. Alright, so maybe I'm not going to show you all the cards in the deck. I like this Five of Pentacles. But I felt like there was one more I wanted to show you. And this Queen of Wands, amazing. I love the combination of turquoise and orange. As you can see, like, these are all my paintings here. I love these colors, man. I love these colors. But anyway, that's that. This is my life. Thank you for tuning in. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.